Andrea, great to see you. I guess this must be such a special day because you've been working on this car for so long and then you finally get to see it hit the track. What was that moment like?
Yeah, definitely hitting the track with a new car is always a very exciting moment, not only for myself, for the drivers, for the entire team that, as you say, have put so much work behind building a new car. You know, like pretty much everyone, even the other teams, they say this is a completely new car, very little carryover. It was the same for us, so massive effort from a design point of view, planning, manufacturing, and then car build. So now seeing the car on track is a special moment, and we are happy that today, for what we could check, was a positive day.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about today. I know the conditions aren't ideal, but did you learn a lot still? And did you get through the programme so you can leave here positive that it was a good day's work?
Well, today with these conditions, we could just achieve really functionality check. It was also a promotional event, so you just check in background the car, and we were lucky enough that despite the wet conditions we could actually run with no particular problems in terms of grip level, so the run was consistent, was useful. All the checks seem to be according to expectations. So a productive first day with the MCL38, but obviously quite a lot more to discover in the next track session in Bahrain.
Is this new car what you wanted it to be at this point, or is it going to be very different when we get to Bahrain? And not very different, but will there be new bits on it?
No, in Bahrain we will fundamentally carry the very same car. We are definitely working on some developments. We are working on delivering some projects to the MCL38, but this will come later after the start of the season.
And the drivers were happy with their first day in the car when you chatted to them?
Based on their comments, I would say so. Like I say, it's a limited investigation of the car today, given the conditions. But for what the drivers have been able to understand today, I would say so far so good.
Great. So just finally, what do the next few days kind of hold for you and the team before heading out to Bahrain? I guess there's a lot of work to do, a lot of data to crunch, a lot of learning to understand.
So actually the car itself, normally you would like to strip it completely, look at the parts and so, but it's actually pretty much straight away going to Bahrain. So not much we can do at the factory. Definitely there's plenty of data that you have acquired, even if it was in wet conditions, so we will carry on going through the data, and then based on what we have seen here, make the adjustment that is possible, is feasible to do in this short period of time, and then we go again in Bahrain.
Great. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oscar, great to see you. You've got a bit of a smile on your face, so I guess you've got to finally drive the car you get to drive all year this year. How did it go?
Yeah, smooth day. Nice to finally see what the new car felt like. It's obviously a bit hard to get a read on a rainy day at Silverstone on a filming day, but no, it all felt good. Felt comfy in the car, and everything ran smoothly. So I think that's all you can ask for. Makes me even more eager to get out in Bahrain in anger, but no, I think as a first run, it was a very positive day.
Had you done much in the simulator before you got in the car, and then were you able to correlate a little bit of the feels in there and the feels in here today?
I've definitely spent some time in the sim working with the new car, but yeah, you definitely can't correlate it to a day like today. So we'll have to wait a few more days for that, or a week or so. But yeah, I mean, it all felt good out there today. Everything ran smoothly, which is the most important thing. We're on tyres that are not race tyres, and obviously just making sure that everything goes to plan is the first port of call on a day like today. So that all went good, and we'll have to wait a little bit longer to see what the car is really like in proper conditions.
Well, at least the condition will be better next time you're in the car.
You say that it rained in Bahrain for F2
true.
testing, so we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, well, fingers crossed in that case. How are you looking forward to the season, though? It's the first time I really had a chance to chat to you. Are you excited about prospects for your second full season?
Yeah, definitely going into the year excited, and I think just much more comfortable than I was 12 months ago, having that year of experience under my belt, and a year of experience with the same team as well is very useful. So feeling good going into the season. I think we're all nervously excited to see what this car is going to be like and what everyone else's car is going to be like. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place and everything feels a bit more comfortable than it did 12 months ago.
Nervous excitement, but it generally feels like inside the team at the minute there's real positive optimism about the way that they're going. Is that kind of how you feel when you're in the factory and out there today?
Yeah, definitely. I think compared to this time 12 months ago, the mood is very, very different. I think especially with the back end of last season that we had, or the second half of last season, I think it's hard to not be optimistic at McLaren at the moment. I think we of course have to see what everyone else has developed over the winter, but I think if we can keep our development progress and the rate of progression that we had last year, then we'll be in good shape. So hopefully we can keep that going, and we don't have to wait too much longer to find out now.
Lando, great to see you. You're looking nice, wrapped up and warm. We've got typical Silverstone weather for your shakedown today. How was your first experience in the car?
Great to be back. It's always nice to jump back in the car for the first time, so especially the new Challenger, the one we'll be racing this year, so exciting. Maybe not the best weather for it, I'm not going to lie, but just to be back here, to have all of the team here, everyone who's put in, not everyone here, but a lot of the people who've put in the time and effort to come up with this new creation, this new car that I'll be racing this year. So exciting times. Felt good to be back behind the wheel. Everything went smoothly, no issues, so that's always a positive start.
When the conditions are so tricky like this, a little bit slippery out there, can you learn a lot about it, or is it for you just getting in, get the feel for where you are for this year?
It's a little bit of both. There's definitely some things you can feel, and certain things that even show in this weather. There's certain things that you don't feel. It all went well. So just trying to get that initial feeling on the steering, the tyres, all the throttle, the brake, all the things which I need to be working well. It's just trying to get them all sorted. So all good from that side.
Now, this time last year, you knew you were going into the season with a compromised car. It was going to be a bit of a pain. This year, at least, You've got a car that was as close as it can be, I guess, that the team won. That must give you a lot of optimism heading into this season.
Yeah, comparing to the last few years, I think we're in a much better position. So good for myself, good for the whole team, just for the confidence, the motivation for everyone. You never want to go into a season not expecting to kind of do well. And I think for the first time in a while, we're coming in here with just prepared and as we should be as a Formula 1 team, so I'm looking forward to it. There's still a lot of question marks and things we've got to try and understand and so forth, but I'm looking forward to just getting back to Bahrain and pushing it to the limit and really getting to see what we can achieve. But I'm excited, if we can at least start where we ended up and start in that battle for, I want to say first, but I'm sure Red Bull are going to start off well, and I think if we can just kind of be in that battle with Ferrari, with Mercedes and maybe some others, and just be close, I'm confident we can go from there.
And how about you? How are you feeling heading into this year? New contract in your pocket. Did you have a good winter as well? You look like you're buzzing and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm cold, but apart from that, I'm probably as good as I've ever felt, honestly, in terms of preparation, in terms of training and everything. It's been a very good off season for me. So just a bit of disconnect, trying to get away from it all is also just as important during the off season. So spending some time with my friends, and I did a fair bit of traveling still, but just disconnecting, taking your mind away from things so that you can come back refreshed and just focus on the things we need to focus on and do the job that I'm here to do. So yeah, exciting times. I'm genuinely excited. If it was sunny, I'd be even more excited, but I'm looking forward to the whole team. We've worked very hard. Everyone's worked extremely hard to bring this new car together and to bring it into one piece for today and make sure we're ready for this year. So I'm looking forward to it all.
Great stuff. Good luck this year.
Cheers,
Thanks.